Hello everyone, my name is Mythrell and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So we're pretty much just cleaning up on the... Oh, talking about cleaning up. There's lootables here. So yeah, on the Red Cliff mission. At least there's Mothra's amulet, what is... Oh right, because he kinda knew these people. The inventory space problem still. Oh. Still don't know who's the shoe one in my... Or who likes dragons. Does Morgan like dragons? I don't actually know. Well, actually I know that is for Liliana, I think.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
And I actually know that this is for Alistar, so I'm just gonna give it right away.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in the Redcliffe Castle, in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Yeah. Perhaps you mean murder him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Haha, you're a friend, of course I remembered.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Oh, he approved a lot. Okay, I think it's time to talk with these people here.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
Okay. It seems we have some guards to loot. Well, how about you, Bantegan?
You return. Might you have news?
What is all Eamon's condition?
Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
Are you calling Eamon's knights back?
Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them.
I should go.
Then I must resume my duties. The civil war continues, and Loghain is no doubt angered Redcliffe has not been disabled. Good luck, my friend. I hope this continues to go well for all our sakes.
Yes, I do hope so as well. So, did we actually... Right, so we actually examine every other place except for this. I have the feeling that we will be back here. Alistar does look like kinda tanky. He has all that heavy armor going on. Where do we actually go next? I suppose we could do a party camp here. Yeah, and then decide. Okay. Tars have no formal religion, instead venerating the paragons. Right.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Huh. You were there, you saw what happened.
Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now.
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself! With blood magic! How could you do that?
Well, that's a sudden change of tone. Yeah. There was no time to try the Circle of Magi. Or it was her choice, Alistair.
She was grasping at straws. Of course she would sacrifice herself. She felt guilty for what happened. But there must have been another way. This is the Arl's wife we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
Maybe we shouldn't revive him then. No. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I just don't know how you could do it. How you could make that decision. I owe the Arl more than this.
Persuade, I honestly did the best I could, Alistair.
You're right. Of course you're right. I'm such an ass. I should know better than to second guess you like this. Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
I do have to say that this armor looks absolutely magnificent with the mods. They make the armor look so... this kind of chainmail so damn good.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Let's ask him again about some stuff. Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
I thought Templars were heavy plate mostly.
That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight.
You had lots of these pillow fights, I take it.
Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Well, you don't have to tell me, then I was just curious.
I suppose there's no harm in it then. Sorry if I was being perverse. I'm just not used to anyone asking me these things. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
Huh. Enjoyed hunting maids, did you?
No, I never got that far. I mostly learned about discipline, and training my mind to use the abilities that Templars have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Huh. I suppose Orzammar is my home. I miss it.
But it's not your home anymore, right? You can never go back for good. I think I understand how you feel. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
They can always rebuild.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about... oh, actually, I need to sell stuff.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
Let me see your yours, Boran.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
The word discount is always nice to hear. Actually, never mind. I should really equip my non-active guys before I sell their potential armor. Yeah, that suits him. Actually has pretty decent boots already and armor. Yeah, with that +3 armor it is actually better than the heavy chainmail. Sten could use an upgrade. Heavy chainmail? Sure. Heavy plate boots? It's not that much better, really. This is actually better. He kinda looks like an idiot right now. Well, suppose I might give him a sword and a shield option, and then do we have a two-handed sword? Two-handed maul. I mean, I suppose it is just as fine. Man, that looks kind of wild. Okay, I suppose I can sell most of the stuff.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
Let me see
I'm
yours.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I'm always happy with the discount. Still gonna hold on to that. Nobody is strong enough to equip it, actually. The heavy chainmail is actually pretty good. But I suppose I should just sell it. We will get other good stuff. I think Jack already has better. Well, I don't know, kinda better. Yeah, let's sell that. This is a kinda question, do I want cold or electricity resistance? I suppose I should just be happy with one. I'm not gonna probably change them depending on where I am. Because that requires a little bit too much micromanaging, I think. Some of this... This actually has a slot for enchantment. Oh! I didn't even realize we had this. So this is actually Dwarven Longsword is worst one of these swords. That maul is junk. I think I will sell this one. Okay, we seem to have some items. I do kind of wonder. The iron ring can go. Do I have those gems or stuff like that I can just chop off? Yeah. Sapphire, sir. What? Greenstone chalice, silver ball. I don't actually know if we ever used these blank vellums for anything. But let's sell the belts. And I actually know who likes that bone gift. Oh. Did I actually give it to him? Let's pet him. Damn, that's one big dog. Okay, I don't know what happened to the bone, but I suppose it doesn't matter. What about you, Leliana?
The stars are out.
For once, a clear night.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
I can't say I've heard it.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Well, I suppose that's a beautiful story, if nothing else.
This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
Well, it may exist, but it never lasts. Just kinda... These are pretty weird answers. But I suppose if we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Don't tell the others I said that.
Of course not. It will be our secret. I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
Oh, she just died. Okay, I suppose she's watching the stars. I hope. What about you, Sten? You probably have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
Oh, he actually sounded disappointed. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Well, let's go.
As you wish.
Not much to talk about with him. Hello, random cow. Did you know we had you in the camp as well? What about you, Morgan?
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Is Flemeth really what she seems to be? I don't know.
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Another old bad. Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
So yeah, I don't actually remember if I already asked these. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
He sold his wife to another man?
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
Spoke to the spirit or demons?
Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Huh. Which she never invaded, or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Okay, so it's a very weird tale. Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
And by the way, yeah, we definitely did not ask that last time, because I would have remembered some of that crazy story. I hope. How is that Flemeth has survived so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters? I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts.
Well,
it may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Well, aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
Oh right, my mother is a drunk. I love her. What else do you want to know? I suppose that is true.
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
So yeah, she definitely doesn't love her mother, which is not a surprise. There's probably plenty of more to ask, but I kinda wanna get a move on. I didn't talk to Roland, I suppose.
I must tell you this. Blood magic. That was not right. Not at all. I'm sure there was another way.
The bitch was annoying anyway. Come on. Don't feel guilty, it was my call.
How can I not feel bad about what we have done? Oh, please. Leave me alone for a while.
Damn, he's pissed. Pissed big time, okay. So, we still have not really learned who likes anything. Dwarven rooms, you say? I do believe that Sten would actually enjoy these steel bracers.
Unexpected. Thank you.
And maybe even the tribal necklace.
Unexpected.
Nope.
Thank you.
Well, at least we have some room in the inventory right now. Roland really doesn't like us, but well.
Yes.
We're gonna grab Alistar, Morrigan, but I think I will go with Sten now.
Yes.
I mean, Leliana is kinda replaceable in the squad, I feel. I mean, she's good, but I wanna see other guys as well. Mage is kinda... You should always have a mage, and Alistar is the tank, so you should always have a tank. Right. Oh, I actually never even thought where we would go next. Denerim? Maybe the Circle of Magi. Pan Lawrence Land. I don't actually know if there's some... Sorry about that, for some reason I was thrown into the windows. Oh, I get it, this quick time update. Damn Apple software. So yeah, I was talking about where would we go next, and I don't really know what is there any kind of... I don't think there's level cap on anything, so you can pretty much do everything when you want to do. But I feel like the Circle Tower is actually a good second choice. Or next choice, I suppose. Oh no, this is...
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
I'm starting to think that's DLC, maybe? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird to play because
say what you must.
It has been so many years, so all the memories are kind of hazy. You actually have surprisingly little level ups to do. I'm gonna go with Constitution and Strength. So he's definitely going to be the two-hander. The structure has learned to wield two-handed weapons more effectively, reducing the penalties to attack and defense from powerful swings. Yeah, I think I will take that. Are you sure you cannot wield the bigger sword? No, not in a while. Well, he still does tremendous damage with that maul, so I suppose.
We're coming here to see the mages, right? Oh, great. They just love me.
What is the name they have for Mother and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
What is that smell?
I don't think I had Sten with my squad that much in the first game.
Is that for me? Really?
I am led to understand that the Canari have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized attitudes towards magic.
That is a rather hostile thing to say.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
I mean, I like Sten. He's the old grumpy guy. Let's see.
On it.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
Distinguished personage. That's something new. I was looking to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is something wrong up there at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Is there no way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
So you know the Knight Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor will stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
What are your opinions? What are your opinions on the circle?
I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but the Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
I can stay. Good day, Kester.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
So, there is some trouble in there. Oh. Mage's Collective Liaison.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Huh. I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Really? Places of power, hear me and obey. My power reigning, I, Crebulus the epithet, require a reconnection to the mystic places I have left behind. You, the bearer of this note, shall travel to these places and trace upon them my personal glyphs, claiming their eldritch energies for my own. You will come upon sites of mystic power in ancient places of the world, the Brazilian forest, the deep roads, and the heart of Denerim, and near the base of Circle Tower. Sure. Careless accusations. The activities of Maleficarum on my doorstep did not go unnoticed. And now I am in danger of being brought before the Templars myself. A small band of drifters claim to have seen me practicing forbidden arts, and they have left to deliver testimony of my alleged deeds to the Chantry. I asked Mage's collectives to find and stop these false witnesses by any means necessary. They were traveling on along the road from Lothering to Denerim, where their lies will seal my fate. Huh. Don't know if I wanna do all of these. I mean, this kinda sounds pretty nasty. Notice of termination. There comes a time in each young mage's life that he must strike forth from beneath the shadow of his mentor. For my 3 young and unremarkable apprentices, this time is now. He who accepts this calling takes it upon himself to deliver documents of congratulations to my apprentice, who will no doubt be uninformed as to the contents of the missive. The apprentices' names are Starik, Alena, and Shed. I have cleverly sent them away from my abode so that they may receive this information in public place, thus guaranteeing the safety of my willing courier. You will find 2 of them in Denerim. The other is procuring a slighter wearer item from Orzammar. And be sensitive, I would not wish harm upon their delicate feelings. Sure. Thy brother's killer. My worst fears have been realized. A band of devilish Maleficarum are performing their profane rituals within close proximity to my own sanctum. This cannot stand. I, you Basto, charge he who accepts this request to destroy the fiends before their evil brings unwanted attention from other Templars or demons to my back door. Travel to Precalian Forest and slay these blasphemers. I mean, I suppose we can take a look what's going on there. Herbal magic. Disaster. So consumed have I been in my personal projects that I have neglected to collect vital components for the herbal remedy I use. To sharpen my mind for thoughts of the other world. Without it, I'm ruined. I will humbly reward any who bring me 10 bundles of deep mushrooms. With this, I can continue off my quest of enlightenment with clear mind and fever boats with drowsiness and indigestion. May he who accepts this request be showered in riches and love from the Maker's heart for this noble and selfless act. This is literally my salvation. So, since I accepted every other one, maybe I should do this as well. The activities of Maleficarium on my doorstep did not go unnoticed. Huh. Their lies will seal my fate. Okay, let's see if we can talk them out of it. I would not want to kill them though. Do we have those deep mushrooms actually?
Take this. You've earned it.
Okay. Really don't know what... Okay, yeah, we brought the deep mushrooms. Shady Tug. He does not want to talk, okay. Random barrels with random loot. Okay, these guys don't want to talk, so how about you, Samal?
You have some kind of problem.
Oh, I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Well then.
Orders.
Seem to be doing well, actually not that surprisingly little damage.
Begin the onslaught.
I mean, I'm just looking at Sten.
We have done
well.
Well, didn't really want to kill him, but I suppose that's one way to deal with that. Let's see.
How very fitting that they would build a prison for mages in the middle of a lake and make it look like a giant phallus.
Humans overcompensating as always.
That's not nice. Oh, I mean the dog. Go pee here, dog. That is such so stupid yet so great. At the same time, let's check out this tavern. Oh, either this is the smallest tavern in the world, or we are looking at the wall. Larina?
Good day.
Good day to you.
Ha! Water down ale, damp beds, rickety stools. Why do I even bother?
Yeah, I ask that myself every time.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Don't wanna be stealing, but kinda wanna do. Not a love letter. No, that is definitely not worth it. How about you, innkeeper?
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Why is the inn called the Spoiled Princess?
It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story.
Well, that's a bright story. I'd like a drink.
Of course. What would you like?
A firebomb. That sounds kinda extreme. Wine? Sure. Okay, so the inn is kinda
Good day.
I suppose we will come back for Lorana at some point. Let's just get to the island. Or talk to the Carol, I suppose.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm Grey Warden and I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have these documents here.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Not much, you're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Really? Persuade your super won't like that when you've given me trouble.
Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point.
Oh, really? Well, we should try our best to avoid that, shouldn't we?
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now?
Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
Grey Warden possesses the right of conscription. They may draft anyone into their ranks without question, from prince to lowly commoner.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
You're Gregor, I assume.
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
No, the mages have an obligation to the Grey Wardens.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
Well, what can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
The mages are not defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'm sorry about that random noise. It was from the upstairs. I'll look for survivors.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Abomination cannot stand against me.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
Well, We have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Well, it sounds fun.
They'll rip you apart and eat you from the inside out.
Sounds fun.
Mecca, have mercy on me.
Buckle of the Winds. A belt. Defense and armor. That's actually not bad. I suppose it's on the accessories, yeah, right. I think I will put it on a Sten for now. And why not give him an amulet?
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you need help?
We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Alright, let's trade. What are you actually selling? Oh, the backpack. Absolutely. Remarkable malachite. Oh, this is an expensive gift, huh? I really don't want to pay that much for a gift, do I? Nice belt. And Troy's blessing. Nice price as well. Yeah, I don't think I will actually waste my money on anything. Which one of these words is actually worse? Yeah, it's the Warden's longest word by far, so I'm gonna sell that. Same for the axe, I suppose. Yeah, the sword is... The axe actually requires less strength. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Cured leather boots, scrap. This is scrap. Still not have a male mage, so... And I'm still not sure that the game even has a male mage, so... That might never happen, actually.
This is the prison for your mages? Ours is not so grand.
As I recall, shutting the door and throwing away the key was definitely the Templar Plan B.
So the mages are all locked within. A fitting end for those who gave up their own freedom.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is a good time to end the episode here, and see you on the next one, I suppose. Bye!